Absolutely. And I mean, as you speak about teachers, I think, if we take it back to the classroom, a lot of the time, resources that aren't available, for instance, in most of our schools, or the fact that, the training and the way that the education system works is rather turbulent. There's
Yeah.
not really one system that we stick to. And how do you think that affects, the educators and also then perhaps contributing to a decline in matric numbers as we've seen this year?
It definitely has an effect on educators. It has an effect on everybody. The reality also is the majority of our learners sit in rural communities. They're not exposed to what our children in the city are exposed to, and that includes the teachers. So you will go to a teacher and ask him for advice. A teacher that's located in a posh school in Cape Town is definitely going to give you different career advice than a teacher that sits in the Sikisiki that never moved out of the immediate environment herself either. So I think we definitely need to focus on the teachers so that they are also able to advise learners on more than what they themselves have been exposed to and have experienced. And sometimes I think that we're lacking in doing that. And then enable the learners as well to get the information themselves, to have access to the information themselves.
All right. So, everyone is sitting at the edge of their seats to really find out from our Minister of Education where these learners are going and perhaps, the kind of opportunities that they'll have next year. What would you say to a student perhaps who doesn't get the results that they want? It has been a tough year in 2015 for the education system. What advice would you give to them just to kind of re-navigate their space and trying again in making something work?
I think the biggest thing is take action. Don't feel despondent. Don't feel failed. Don't feel that you failed or that the system has failed you. If you feel that you really want to pursue a career where you need to have better qualifications or a better matric, go back and redo your matric. And you don't have to go back to school there's many places where you can enroll and just redo your final here. But investigate other opportunities, but don't go and be depressed and be despondent and join the unemployed section of the community. Take action. You can.
All right. And if any of our viewers would like to know a little bit more about Via Africa and also some of the resources that you explained to us today, please let us know how we can do that.
You can find us on Via Africa, www.viaafrica, and that's Africa with a K.com.